people unclog their brain to get into creative flow. And that also means getting rid of the negative narratives, helping you to get release into the true beliefs about who you are, leading to what you do, and actually fulfilling your dreams. And traumaplicity means trauma, which is any negative experience or event that has happened, or multiple events that impact how we think and what we believe about ourselves or events and environments. And so the simplicity part is meaning that we can take simple steps in our healing process, even if we've had negative events. And so I want to encourage you that you're important, you're valuable, you're loved, and you're worthy at all times. The Traumaplicity podcast happens every Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST on the Amanda Helman author page on YouTube, and it will be on audio podcast. So tune in. Today, I am so honored to introduce a wonderful woman named Pamela Perez. And she is passionate about her faith, her family, and making a difference. She's a wife, a mom of 7, plus a 1 stepson, and she has 21 wonderful grandchildren. So beautiful. She's retired from Chicago Public School as a food service manager. Pamela uses her retirement to make a difference as a minister, entrepreneur, and inspiring author. She is founder of A Voice for the Children Ministries, a nonprofit organization. She also advocates for the voiceless. Pamela is based in Chicago, Illinois, and she has a love for music and the arts and creating unforgettable memories through life. And she would love to invite us as we talk tonight on her beautiful journey of love, inspiration, and renewal. And she thinks it's worth embracing every moment of life's journey. The other great thing is Pamela not only has been doing coaching with me, and it's such an honor to see her bloom and blossom and be all she's called to be. She is also an administrative assistant for me, and she's amazing. She is just so helpful, and I am so blessed to have her in my life. So Pamela, such a great honor to have you. You're my first person for coaching this round in series 3 of the Traumaplicity podcast. So how fun that you've broken through to use your voice and be heard. And so for our audience listening, if this is you, you're on the verge of, I know there's more. I know I can use my voice in different ways. This is a great way to be encouraged because Pamela has broken through and she is stepping out and using her voice in ways it's just been incredible. And so Pamela, I know you've shared part of who you are, but where were you, or, even before working with me, like where were you? And how has this, coaching really helped you?
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here, and it is totally God, and I'm grateful and thankful for this opportunity as well. But when I started the coaching sessions with you, I was at a place of wanting more. I came to a place where I started doing the work and investing in myself through therapy. But after the therapy, I just felt it was like much, much more for me. I just needed to dig deeper. And something that appealed to me from you is when you talk about the brain and you talk about trauma, complex trauma for one. And that was something that really resonated with me. So as we began the sessions, I was really nervous, a little afraid. I didn't know what the process was going to be like, but all I knew is that you was experienced through knowledge and experience. So I just took the brakes off and just decided I was going to trust you. I was going to trust this process. So I was nervous and fearful at the same time, but willing to just trust you because you had experienced so much and trust the process.
Well, thanks for sharing that. And that was bold, not just the knowledge, right? Not just looking at books, but actually having firsthand experience in that it sounds like you felt like you could be with me and feel comfortable. And I want you to, so once you had a session, the next
Mhm.
part is, how did you feel during that session?
Nervous. I didn't know what to expect really,
Mhm.
you
But
know.
once you started with me, like we met, like
Okay.
together, how did that feel then?
I felt safe. I felt like I can trust you, and it gave me the opportunity to really open up and really go deep, because I wasn't able to really do that. I felt that you understood me. So I
Mm.
was able to dig deep and allow the process to begin.
That's good. Yeah, safety is key. That is a huge value and it's important, especially even not necessarily just with this, but we're going at beliefs and we're really helping you, right? See what is possible. Is the vision ahead? What are your dreams? It's like you're actually unraveling and sharing that with
Yes.
somebody. And safety is important that you're not feeling like you can't do that and just be you. So I'm glad that you felt safe. And so when we started, different beliefs came up and what was one belief you had that you had breakthrough in?
Um, it was the belief of that my voice wasn't relevant. There was a negative belief that I had that I was unheard. No one listened to me. I felt I had to explain myself many times to get my point across. So through the sessions, that first session, I really got a great breakthrough. Uh, the process you took me through helped me to go deep into the past and see where a lot of this negative belief started. And so that was really eye-opening that how your past connects to your future. And even in moving forward, you need to break that ground. So you did a lot for me in that area. Um, I was able to find my voice with the exercise that you're giving me to do. To be honest, I didn't like hearing my voice.
Mm,
When I heard recordings, if I heard myself just on a video or just talking, I said, oh, my voice sounds terrible to me. And I didn't like that, but I didn't know what to do with that. So you helped me to understand that our voices are unique and our voices are who we are. And with, um, taking those videos and doing the live videos, listening to my voice, I remember you gave me an assignment to record my voice for 5 days, just privately. I didn't have to go live at that time, but as I grew, I would. And so I did that. And the second day, it was like, oh, I just couldn't stand my voice. But the third day, I just listened to myself. I took my time and listened, and I began to, wow, I really like my voice. I really saw that my voice was unique. It is unique. And I saw the relevance in my voice. And that was a great breakthrough for one session. You know, Even in that week, it was a great breakthrough for me. And it gave me the confidence to go live. I remember going live. And usually I would try to go live and I would erase it and do it again, erase it, do it again. But this time I did it one take and not just trust that it was okay. And that was a big breakthrough. So that was a big breakthrough for me as well, going live.
it's powerful. So thanks for sharing. So part of that was identifying that you felt your voice was irrelevant. And then we
Yes.
went through all the different statements and the beliefs with that. And
Yes.
then you're able to rewire the brain. And by the end of the session, you
Mhm.
had this huge breakthrough, but not just then. Your goal, right? We were going to talk about goals, but you had a goal, which was 5 times during the week to listen to your
Mhm.
voice, not
Yes.
post it, and start to see how you felt, right? It was like
Yes.
how you felt, the positive and the negative, and to really actually do that. And we had some questions, right? Different things you
Mhm.
went through. And you had breakthrough during that time. And so since that goal, what else how has that helped you since then using your voice?
Uh, it has helped me with my writing. I'm
Mhm.
inspiring to to be an author. So even with my writing, I have taken it to another level of, it's not just about writing. My writing is my voice. It's who I am. And what comes from me is, that's my voice, because I'm speaking to an audience, not through my vocal cords, but through me and putting it on paper. So that's my audience. And I saw the relevance in that, that, okay, my voice is just not sound. It's just not, something coming from my vocal cords. It's who I am. And
Mhm.
uh, it can be expressed through writing. It could be expressed through speaking and other ways of creativity. So that really has been another breakthrough for me. It's just really been powerful to see yourself as before not being able to speak or wanting to speak because you felt no one was listening to you, and you felt that you didn't have any relevance in why you were speaking. But now seeing that you have a purpose to
Mhm.
speak, that God has given us a purpose to speak, to speak those things be not though they were. That's you know for us to do.
That's beautiful. So I love that you not only gained back your oral voice of
Mhm.
speaking it, but also your written voice, where you felt
Yes.
that you can start writing, and writing and speaking are hand in hand. So you were starting to be an author and a
Mhm.
speaker.
Yes.
And also it led to you knowing there's purpose and starting to really get clarity on your purpose. That's very
Yes.
powerful. And I've seen that. And even hearing your voice now is amazing. It's just continues, that frequency and sound is just coming up, and that confidence that you carry, because that's a result, isn't it? You're
Yes.
starting to have confidence, not just in our
Yes.
individual sessions, but group sessions. And coming on
Yes.
this podcast is huge
Oh,
for you.
yes. Yes.
And here we are listening. Many audience people are listening to your voice and seeing you if they're on YouTube. And that's incredible. So I guess in terms of everything that we've done with coaching, you've talked about some results and what you're doing now. But what would be I would say the biggest breakthrough that has happened in any of the sessions? Is it the voice, or is there other things that also happened in breakthrough?
Uh, Other things like advocating for myself and advocating for others has
Mm.
been another breakthrough, where it was times I would not um, confront situations. If something was said, I would just not say anything. I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. I didn't know if I knew what to say. But
Mhm.
I had an experience where, someone said something and they didn't do what they said they was going to do. And I just felt prompt to say that's not fair,
Mm.
and I saw that, wow, I'm saying this. Well, normally I wouldn't have said anything. I would just let it slide.
Mhm.
But through that, this person contacted me about a week later and said, you know what, Pamela, I'm so glad you had the courage to speak up. I saw where I was wrong. And so that gave me
Mhm.
more courage and confidence that my voice mattered. I
Amazing.
not only advocated for myself, I advocated for other people that was in the group. So that was another confidence building moment for me.
That's great. And I know that so that was great that you can advocate for yourself and others, and you've been able to have harder conversations, which is building up your confidence and knowing your voice is relevant and it matters. And that's incredible. Tell us also about some things with your business, because I know you've had breakthroughs in business and entrepreneurial and
Yes,
creativity. So share
yes,
some more about that as well.
yes. Well, when we first started, just having the confidence to stick to what I wanted to do as far as my goal, the consistency, and it's opened up doors for pop-up events, vendor events, even our bank sponsoring us to
Mhm.
come have events at the bank. Even open doors, word of mouth. People are calling We bake cookies, homemade cookies. So people are calling for cookies. Our Mary Kay business, people are just from word of mouth, just putting it out there, not being afraid because, these channels that God has given us, uh, allowing us to go in and meeting with people, talking to people, that's huge for me as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
Interacting with people, the confidence where I can hold a conversation and not feel that, oh, what I'm saying is not relevant. So that was really huge. And like I said, with the book, the creativity, God has given me so many ideas of how to even build, and I'm looking to get my not a podcast, a blog going. I'm working on
Mm.
content,
Great.
for my book, to start sharing excerpts, through the book. And so that's really huge. It's something I have thought about for years and pondered on it. And now it's just like, now here's the manifestation of it. It just like blew me through the roof to see
Yeah.
that happen, putting excerpts and working towards, getting that done. Yeah, so
That's
it,
incredible. I love that. Yeah, so you've been doing a lot. And one other thing, for professional goals we were going through, because you've done some personal,
yes,
you had a goal of just even with your business, and you started to get your, right, I think it was like license. So you did that very quickly where you
yes,
started for your cookie business. Can you maybe
yes,
share a little bit about that goal and how that broke through and you moved
yes.
forward?
Yes, I had been pondering, it's a home-based business, but I knew I needed my sanitation certificate. And for 2 years, it's like I would try to apply for it. It's nothing would go through. It wouldn't go through. So I just let it go. And we had that one session, and I set a goal that this is what I wanted, because I wanted to build on a solid foundation. I didn't want to just do it. I wanted to be legit in doing what I needed to do. And so within that week, I found uh, uh, someone that offered the class. I had it done within 2 weeks, and I got my
Hmm.
certificate within I think it was a week and a half. So
Hmm.
just being in alignment, and speaking what you want and working towards that really helped.
Yeah, that was incredible because, sometimes people have on there, and my heart is you actually
Mhm,
move forward in what you want to do.
mhm.
And it's been incredible because goal after goal after goal
Yes.
for personal, professional, from
Mhm.
breaking these beliefs and
Yes.
shifting. I've seen you start your business, get these degrees
Yes.
that you've been waiting for years for,
Yes.
using your voice. And that's it, getting the confidence,
Mhm.
getting your goals, and moving forward without the doubts that you used to have. It's so beautiful to have watched. So thanks for sharing all of that. And so, as a final part, there's two more. One is, why would you recommend me as a coach to other people?
Well, I would recommend you because not only you know what you're talking about, you have the one credentials, two the experience, knowing what it takes to be coached. You're not just doing it. You have had it done to you and for you. So you know the other side of it. And my experience with you uh, has made me see that, wow, this is really valuable as far as coaching. I had never been coached before. So I see the value in that, especially when you have been stuck and you don't know how to unstick yourself. You kind of know what you want to do, how you want to do it, but you might need that coach to run alongside with you that know your vision and see the vision with you and kind of push you, to the finish line. And this is why I will recommend you because I know what you're talking about and you've done the work.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Pamela. And one other question with that, because you did talk about the value of coaching. And were there ever times in the past that you wanted to do coaching, but you said, I can do it on my own? Were there ever thoughts like that? And so, what would you tell your younger self about coaching now that you've had it?
I would have got it decades ago. Because
Sure, decades.
yeah, because me seeing it seemed like I had been stagnant for so long with these dreams of doing and doing and doing. And year after year, I see myself in the same place and thinking, I talked myself out of it. I need help. I hear about people coaching other people, but I would talk myself out of it. I don't have enough money. I can do it myself. I can just Google this. I can just listen to podcasts. I can listen to coaches, talk about this on YouTube, but it's nothing like having your own personal coach that's in alignment and in agreement with you concerning your personal success and professional as well. So coaching is needed. Like I said, this coaching, you can imagine someone that's on a baseball team, your coach is telling you, he's seeing what you don't see. He's telling you can go further, you can move to this next base. So the coach sees what we don't see, and they can kind of help execute plans and goals for us to get us to where we need to the finish line. So we all need coaching at some point in our lives.
That's great. Thanks, Pamela. And it's good to see that you said yes to yourself. And
Yes.
it's fun to watch the acceleration happening in you and how that impacts even your family and all the people around you that are seeing that change.
Yeah.
So finally, what's an encouraging word that you have for other people who need breakthrough?
Well, I want to say invest in yourself. You are your greatest commodity. You will have a greater return on yourself because what you put in yourself is what you're going to get out of yourself. And know that you are valuable enough to invest in the best of whatever it is, coaching, whatever program you need, reading books, podcasts. You need to invest in you because you're your greatest commodity. And this program here has helped me to see that I'm worth it because even with what I want to do in life and what God has me to do, I really do need to invest in myself. I can't just haphazardly just sit by and hope and wait and dream that it's going to happen. I have to put some action to it. So investing in me is doing. Is applying and showing myself that, see, you are worthy and you are deserving of this and you are valuable to have this for yourself. So this is why I would encourage anyone that is, sitting on the sideline thinking that, you know what, I can put it off another year, but you don't want to wait another year and you still sitting on the sideline. Just put some action to it. Know that you're deserving of it. um, your best investment. And that's the advice I would like to give at this moment.
Oh, that's powerful. Thank you so much, Pamela. And it's been amazing watching your journey, encouraging other people and investing themselves. And I also, even as a coach, have invested in myself, and it has been the difference. I wouldn't be here and without having to say yes to those things. But the investment, like you said, it's like that's the beginning part, but the things that have happened after that, it's more than what I've invested. I got so much more back, not just mentally, physically, spiritually, even financially. But there's a whole new mindset, there's a whole new me. So thank you so much for sharing that, Pamela. It's been amazing having you on the show, and we'll definitely have you back again at some point once you have your book written and hear all about that and see where you're at then. And so, audience, this has been incredible. If you have questions, let us know. We can get them to Pamela. And if you have questions for me, you can certainly let me know. I do individual and group coaching. And my heart is to see people get set free, to grow, to get unclogged in your brain and your body, and be the best you are. And I'm always on the journey too. So that's the big thing, is I'm always pushing through and breaking through to get more breakthrough for myself and my clients. And so I'll have my information in the YouTube, on the podcast, on my show. If that's you and you heard Pamela and you're like, that's where I'm at right now, come see me. And that would be great. And so this is our Traumaplicity podcast. And our series 3 that we've talked about is beliefs. And I talked about my first top 10 beliefs. I have a beliefs book coming out. I'm an author as well. And then I'm having 10 of my clients come on and talk about their breakthroughs in their beliefs and how they have moved forward. And so thanks so much again, Pamela, for being here.
Thank you.
Audience, you're amazing, you're worthy, and we love you. And we're hoping for the best for you. And tune in next time.